What's going on, guys? I'm trying to thank God, and this is Simply Put Sense. And on this channel, we talk about some amazing fragrances, guys. My goal is that we always smell your best, but never ordinary. And I'm not like your typical influencer. Matter of fact, I'm not an influencer at all. I actually just love perfume and love to share my passion for perfume with my audience. So thank you so much for joining. If you're into fragrance content that is not about me and all about you, please consider subscribing if you haven't. And I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having an amazing Thursday, a day before Valentine's Day. And today I wanted to focus on fragrances that will allow you to not only smell amazing on Valentine's Day, but generally in dates. Like, wanted to offer you some options for date fragrances, or date fragrance options that I think not only will allow you to smell interesting and unlike other people that people will be going out on dates with, you're not going to smell typical, simple, easy. These are going to be very high quality, very sexy, generally speaking, fragrances that will invite people to kind of curl up next to you and enjoy what you're smelling like, you know? So without further ado, let's get into it. Ooh, so sorry, guys. Forgive me for that. Let's go back. Always having technical issues, I know this, guys, so forgive me. But anyway, so today's video is all about fragrances for dates and Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I'm Alayton Asenkat, and this is Simply Put Sense, as always. And yeah, guys, I'm going to have you smelling amazing on Valentine's days and generally speaking, date nights, you know. So these are excellent date night fragrance options that will allow you to smell amazing, never ordinary or basic. And honestly, there's a nice assortment of fragrances here that are well priced. Some of them are a little expensive. But all of them are sexy, beautiful options that will allow you to not smell like other people when you're out on those dates, guys. So, you know, when it comes to date fragrances, I always like to tell people, try to consider fragrances that aren't that famous. Fragrances that are not going to be like that scent that everyone knows or owns, because you don't want to wear a fragrance on a date that will remind your date of an ex or people that they're trying to forget, you know? So I wanted to share with you all options that are distinct, original, unique, fragrances that are not dupable or dupes out there. They're insane. So without further ado, let's get into it. And sorry for all the issues with the technical issues, guys, but I'm a one-man show here, and man, am I busy today, so forgive me. But anyway, So guys, I just wanted to start with this. So guys, this is the new fragrance called Bois Talisman by Dior, right? I want to share with you all something. Dior is kind of like tricking us. They're gaslighting the hell out of us. I have to be honest with you. Dior has completely changed their bottles from 200 ml, 250 ml, and 125 ml to now 200 ml and 100 ml respectively. The issue, however, is that they're denying that they changed the formula of other fragrances in their collection. That is not true. I've smelled the new 200 ml bottles and they do not smell, a lot of them, a few of them I should say. A few of them are completely different from the 250 mils they're replacing. So Bois Talisman is the newest release for the new for Dior's private line, and it's been getting beat up. It's been getting totally destroyed. People are calling this fragrance crap. And honestly, I don't see it. I just don't get why people are knocking this fragrance. It's very attractive. It's very beautiful. Hey, Cheryl, hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Rob, for coming through. Herrick, I appreciate you also. Thank you for telling me about what's going on with the music. Yes, Rob, you haven't caught this live in a while, man. So I'm glad you're through. You're here. Yeah, but people have been really, really going hard on destroying Bois Talisman, and I really don't get it. Like, it's not the strongest vanilla fragrance. It is not the most complex and the most interesting vanilla fragrance, but it's attractive. It's also a vanilla fragrance that I would easily suggest to men because it's not a sticky vanilla. You don't smell like cakes, cookies, or anything. You don't smell like a baked good at all. It's kind of on a smokier, woodier side of vanilla, whereas vanilla Diorama, for instance, is a lot more sweet, thick, a little bit boozy, a little bit more expected. Bois Talisman is a really nice experience of what I would describe as a dry, masculine, smoky, woody vanilla. It's definitely on trend. There is another fragrance that is kind of in that family of fragrance in this group of perfume, but I really do enjoy Bois Talisman and I really don't get the disrespect. I really don't. Maybe it's because it's not the most intense Dior vanilla scent or the most intense vanilla scent period, but I don't think that's why I would knock it, It smells great. It's not commercial though, so a lot of people are not gonna like it. But I think if you wore this out on a date and you put this on your skin and you go out, I have a feeling you're gonna make a positive reaction. There is nothing about this perfume that I would describe as cheap smelling, but it's approachable. It's great. What's in this perfume, guys? Bois Talisman features notes of cedar, vanilla, sugar, supposedly. But I just find this perfume to be very beautiful. Also a scent you can layer with other things. It's great. If you're a gentleman, guys, or a woman that likes her fragrances to not smell so easily feminine or pretty, if you're a dude that's looking for a really good vanilla, I would definitely consider Bois Talisman. It is wonderful, very, very well done. A lot of people are gonna knock it, and a lot of people say it smells like By the Fireplace. Let me smell this again. I really don't. I see what they're saying. It's in a similar family, but I like this more. To me, this smells better. It smells more expensive. So yeah, Bois Talisman, great fragrance, getting a lot of disrespect lately, but it shouldn't, in my opinion. It's a beautiful fragrance, although Dior is definitely doing something a little slick because a lot of the new releases of 200 mils, there's definitely some reformulations on other fragrances. Just to give you an idea, I smelled Gris Dior in the 200 mil, the 100 mil, does not smell the same as the Gris Dior in the 250, the 125. Purple Oud smells completely different now. Spice Blend smells darker and deeper, whereas the original spice blend, or the spice blend that was available in the 250 ml and the 125 ml, was a lot fresher, was a lot airier, and a lot brighter. The new spice blend is more expected. I would expect a spicy fragrance to be that deep, you know. So the new spice blend does not smell the same. And of course, Dior is trying to pretend like these fragrances are exactly the same formulas as the previous bottles. That is absolutely not true. And I hate when brands mislead us and gaslight us and make us think, what's going on with my mind? You know, it's not us, it's definitely the formula, and it's changed. They've changed dramatically. Do I like the new spice blend? Yes. Do I prefer the old spice blend? Yes. Do I like the new purple oud? Yes. Do I prefer it to the old purple oud? No. I actually like the new purple oud even more. It smells a lot less like Queer by YSL, like the original purple oud did. This version of purple oud doesn't remind me of Tom Ford's Ombre Leather or Queer by YSL. So very, very impressive. But yeah, they're shifting, they're changing. I'm gonna try to do a video where I discussed old formula versus new formulas, or fragrances from the new Dior line of 200 mils that I found different from the other versions of them in the larger bottles, and maybe for another video. But yeah, guys, Dior is doing some weirdness, and this is definitely different. Well, their bottles have changed, their fragrances, formulas, they're changed. I don't care what they say. Anyway, next fragrance on this list, I'm gonna talk to you all about a new fragrance from Amouage. This came out late last year, and this fragrance is Outlands. The best fragrance out of the 3 new sandalwood infused fragrances from Amouage, which come in this very, very awkward bottle. I like the fragrances, hate the bottle. Feel like this looks more like a place where shampoo should be, you know? This really, really looks like shampoo and conditioner. I don't like the packaging, I don't like the presentation, but I really, really love the fragrance. And the whole line of scents from this collection from Amouage are all good. But this one to me is the sexiest. This one to me is the most attractive. Every time I wear this fragrance, people ask me what I'm wearing. A woman walked literally way down the block after I passed her. She got halfway down the block, turned around, screamed at me, "Excuse me, sir, you smell amazing." And I was like, "Thank you so much, miss," and kept it moving. But this fragrance, every time I wear it, it does not fail. People want to know what I'm wearing. People are like curious about it. It has excellent performance. This reminds me of an upscale niche version of Amen by Mugler. They're definitely in a similar world. Intoxicated from Killian is doing Angel better than Angel, and this to me is doing Amen better than Amen. And it should. It costs like 3 times the price of Amen. Actually, 4 times. Yeah, 4 times the price. So it should be amazing, and it really, really is. Outlands is insane, guys. Like, it just performs ridiculously, and it has a lot of ingredients. So what's in this perfume? Bergamot, cardamom, lemon, Sichuan pepper, LME resin, frankincense. Of course, it's Amouage. Frankincense is in everything. Heart notes: patchouli, saffron, anise, caraway, coriander, davana, orange blossom, rose, and geranium. Base notes: amber, benzoin, vanilla, birch, just like Amen, birch tar. Frankincense, labdanum musk, apopanax, ambergris, wood, oud, I should say. Not really dirty oud though. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, but especially gentlemen, you must experience this fragrance. It will do damage. Women will wear this today. Like, it's crazy when you think about it. Amen could easily be worn by a woman in 2025. Absolutely. That's how much shifting has gone. That's how much shifting has happened over the last few years. However, I really do love the way Outlands smells. It has amazing performance. If you wore this on a date, I would suggest wearing it, spraying it twice. I always have the rule, guys, especially for gentlemen, try not to overdo your date's fragrance on dates, especially in the initial first dates. You want her fragrance to be the center of the show, you know? Smell great, but don't overwhelm her fragrance. Let their fragrance do justice, you know? But yeah, 2 sprays, you are not gonna kill people at dinner, but More than that, you might get axed out the damn restaurant. Just saying. It is very impressively intense. So, had to share that with you all. An amazing fragrance, Outlands, from the awesome brand Amouage, from the Essence collection. Amazingly beautiful. The next fragrance I wanted to share with you all, a very sexy vanilla with a ton of myrrh. This fragrance is called Dior by one of my favorite designer brands in the world, Rouge. And guys, this perfume is sick. It's in that family of Baby Cat, but it's not as resinous. It's a spicy vanilla. This fragrance is cinnamon, nutmeg, orange blossom, patchouli, and rose. Benzoin and tonka with base notes of amberwood and vanilla. Very, 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 very beautiful. An amazing price point for this fragrance. Well, for what it is, it's Rouge's niche collection. You cannot find this line very few places in the United States. And Dior is just a beautiful example of a dry vanilla. Another very dry vanilla. Vanillas, I feel, make excellent date fragrances, especially vanillas that don't come across expected. Like sometimes smelling like a baked good is great, but I really enjoy smelling like vanilla that's not a cookie, like I mentioned. I just feel like when you smell like a when you smell certain vanillas that are upscale, they typically don't smell like cake. You know what I mean? Unless you're Lost in Paris by by Rouge. But yeah, guys, like a very impressive perfume. Dior. Oh my God. What's going on, Jack? Thank you so much for coming through. Everett, what's going on? Niche fan, thank you so much, guys, for coming by. Yes, I am a bit early today, Cheryl. I had to come through early because I'm doing an event downstairs. We're doing a Valentines event downstairs, guys. If you're in New York City and you're available from 3 to 7 p.m., I would definitely suggest coming down to the store and experiencing some really cool fragrances. We're doing cocktails, some light bites, so come get some Prosecco and smell some perfume. You don't have to buy. It's all good, you know? But yeah, guys, so Dior, excellent fragrance, definitely needs more attention in my opinion. Another fragrance that I think is absolutely beautiful, another very dry vanilla, Dior Bois Talisman and 2150 Reverie by Victoria Beckham are all in this modern vanilla vibe of woody, spicy vanillas that just smell really on point. 2150 Reverie is probably the least known fragrance in terms of the ones that I discussed so far. 2150 Reverie is a beautiful scent by Victoria Beckham. Victoria Beckham's perfumes, they're slept on. They're very hard to find as well. So it makes sense that a lot of people don't really talk about this perfume. But this is an excellent fragrance, very unisex vanilla, easy to wear, not crazy, not overly sweet. None of the vanillas in this lineup that I've been talking about, Bois Talisman is not a toothache, Dior is not a toothache, and 2150 Reverie is not a toothache as well. All very upscale, dry vanilla fragrances that just smell sexy and huggable, but not sweet, sticky, and dense. They have an airiness to them. There's spiciness in them. They almost come across resinous. This particular fragrance, 2150, has tobacco, plum, vanilla, tonka bean, and cedarwood. Do not worry, the plum in this fragrance is not overly fruity. I don't smell this and think fruity vanilla. I smell this and I think woody vanilla. Caramelized vanilla. But nothing sticky. I guess caramelized kind of gives off the impression of sticky, but it smells almost like a roasted vanilla. Excuse that, not caramelized. And it's so damn good. 2150 Reverie, a very slept on fragrance from Victoria Beckham that should not be slept on. You can get this fragrance in a 50 ml for $200, so also a very decent price point. I think is worthy of your attention. The next fragrance is called Lust in Paradise, a very sexy floral fragrance, fresh, clean. If you're someone who lives in a warm climate and you have feminine tastes, oh my God. Or if you're someone who just enjoys fruity perfume with fresh roses, fresh florals, I should say, this fragrance is amazing. Every time I smell this fragrance, it just makes me smile. I think it's very feminine, very, very pretty. A guy could get away with this because you could get away with anything you want. I'm all about wearing what you feel like wearing, not what you're supposed to. And this is just very, very beautiful. Yes, it's a little bit perfumey. Yes, it definitely reads pretty. But I think a guy could get away with this if they're wearing a suit or if they just feel like doing what they want to do. Like anybody can get away with anything depending on your confidence. But man, this is attractive, very pretty. Like if you're a gentleman that likes to smell women in a very feminine way, definitely consider this for your girlfriends. I'm just saying, guys, like every time I smell this, I'm like, wow, she smells major beautiful. Like this is just gorgeous. Pink pepper, peony, lychee, musk, amber, white cedar. Great longevity for a fragrance in this perfume style because it's fresh, you know, but it's so beautiful. It's so refreshing. It literally smells like paradise. It literally smells like the perfect beachy scent, but it doesn't smell like suntan lotion. You know, the peony in this, there's definitely rose, and it doesn't say so in the note breakdown on Parfumo, but there's gotta be some rose in this. It's very, very attractive, very watery, very fresh, perfect for hot climates, perfect for the spring and summer that we're about to go into 5 weeks from now. Lust in Paradise, one of the better fragrances from Ex Nihilo, and just an absolutely beautiful resort in a bottle type of scent, and it is no joke. Feminine, pretty, attractive, major attractive. Also, this could make a sick wedding day fragrance. So if you're about to get married, I would consider smelling this for sure, ladies. Oh my God. Next fragrance is a curveball, guys. I cannot lie. This is a fragrance from Tom Ford. It's called Rose Exposed. This isn't sexy. Nope. This actually might get a few people annoyed with you. This might make some people want to run away from you. Because this rose is totally different from rose fragrances you're used to. The only rose fragrance that reminds me of Rose Exposed by Tom Ford is Rose and Queer by Frederic Malle. And that might even be more challenging than this. But people get me sick, guys. You want to know why? Because some people will smell this and completely destroy it. Why? Because it doesn't smell attractive to them. Meanwhile, people will say Tom Ford is just very basic at this point. They're not taking any risks. They're not trying. They're not trying to create anything interesting. Then Tom Ford comes out with interesting and people knock it. It's like such a fickle demographic in the perfume world, guys. People are so fickle. They'll love something that's basic and then hate something that's basic. You know, I have to though say that I'm a huge fan of fragrances that are interesting and different. This is borderline weird. And that's one of the reasons why I love it. I would wear a fragrance like this on a date. Yeah, I would. I would. I would. And if she don't like it, oh well. I would absolutely wear this on a date. Just for the, you know, why not? I would definitely say though, this is not for the faint of heart. This smells like roses that have been like rolled over by lava. Like imagine like a rose bush under a volcano, like Pompeii, right? That's kind of like what this smells like molten lava over a rose bush. That's what this smells like. Very niche, very, very well done, very interesting. Is it an original concept? Absolutely not. Jean-Claude Ellena came out with this for Frederic Malle years ago. However, this is awesome. This is a very beautiful alternative to that fragrance, and I think it's gorgeous. Rose Exposed, guys. If you're not into unique scents, you're not gonna like this. It's not for everyone, but It's insane, and I love it. And I like that rose and queer as well. So it did make sense that I would like this. But yeah, I love unique. You know, I don't want to smell simple. I don't want to smell easy. So I would walk into a date room. I would walk into a date wearing, I would walk to it. I would go to a date wearing a scent like this for sure. Maybe I would wait a little while. I'd spray it right out the shower. So by the time I get where I need to be, it's a little bit more chill, but I still think this is an excellent, excellent rose experience. A very interesting rose experience. A fragrance that men can easily wear without feeling like he smells like an air freshener or a woman, like an old lady soap in her fancy bathroom, you know? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And I don't mean that in an insulting way, by the way. The next fragrance, guys, is a limited edition from Armani Prive, and this is called Haute Couture en Jeu. I have no idea what that means. Of course, I know what haute couture means. And this is a really sick fragrance. Hand-painted bottle, limited edition, very hard to find, only available at Bergdorf's, Harrods, and a couple of other stores worldwide. Very, very exclusive, hard to find fragrance, guys. I wanted to share this with ladies because, man, I love this fragrance. Basil, bergamot, damask rose, iris, geranium, cedarwood, and musk. Guys, this smells like, straight up, this reminds me of a very expensive face cream with rose and geranium and iris. This is a little mature, not gonna lie to you guys. Definitely a more Upper East Side vibe, but man, is this amazingly done. This is a beautiful floral, guys, with a nice warm creaminess in the base. I don't understand where the creaminess is coming from. There's a powdery creaminess, almost like a very, very expensive face cream. Like imagine a face cream from Sicily or Clé de Peau or La Prairie. That's the type of, but then again, a lot of those don't. Yeah, La Prairie, because La Prairie still uses fragrance in their creams, but man, I don't know why, but I am really, really a fan of this fragrance. It's not seen everywhere. This is probably the first time you've seen this fragrance on YouTube, guys. I think this is really good. I think this is really good. Haute Couture en Jeu, Armani Prive, sick bottle, very, very limited, hand painted. Armani kills it. I like their limited editions. I love the idea of creating options that very few people have access to, but they're well done. Very expensive fragrance, however, extremely expensive. For the bougiest of the bougie, I'm just saying. Haute Couture en Jeu, very beautiful floral though. In my opinion, this is definitely Valentine's Day, spring in a bottle. It's gorgeous, guys. Next, Oud de Lis by my guy, Chris Collins. This is Lust, guys. Lust, the best chocolate fragrance I smelled in a very long time. Probably the best chocolate scent in my collection of fragrance. I just think this fragrance is one of the best gourmands I own. One of the best. One of the best priced gourmands that I own. One of the best niche gourmand perfumes I've ever smelled. Just amazing. I love to layer this with dirty ouds because it allows my dirty ouds to not smell so dirty. I can walk out the house with a dirty oud with this paired with it, and everyone will compliment my scent. This just turns your dirtiest, stinkiest ouds into just very wearable, woody, exotic fragrances. It is so good. So I love to wear this not only by itself, but I love to accompany this, layering it with other oud fragrances. And it's just insane. Very beautiful. Chocolate, hazelnut, walnut, benzoin, orris, cypriol, sandalwood, oud, and musk. If this fragrance was, this is about a 6-hour scent on my skin. I wish it were like 7 or 8 hours, but I don't care. 6 hours is amazing for what I'm getting out of this. I just think it's excellent. Perfect date fragrance for a gentleman. in my opinion. If you are a guy who wants to smell very edible, but not childish, not high school, this is a man's gourmand. Or a woman's gourmand, but man, is this a man's gourmand? My God. Men, pay attention. Get your noses on this as soon as you can. This would be my #1 date fragrance out of what I'm showing you guys so far. This would easily be my #1. That's saying a lot. This is sexy, just sexy. When I show this to women who are buying Valentine's Day fragrances for their mates, for their partners, this fragrance is doing really well. I'm selling a lot of this perfume because it just fits the vibe, you know? Insane fragrance. One of the best. Women, go for it. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. But men, if you're looking for a gourmand that isn't too sweet, that's just perfectly mature and amazingly done, whew, get your nose on lust. Get your nose on lust ASAP. Guys, by the house of Balmain, Rouge. You've heard me talk about this fragrance a couple of times. I just think this perfume is wonderful. Oh my God. Oh my God. Balmain's Rouge, guys. Men and women, get your noses on this. Women will, I think, gravitate to this a lot quicker than men. But guys, if you like fruitier fragrances, you need to smell this. Rouge by Balmain is all about osmanthus. It's all about osmanthus, guys. There's no fruit in this perfume, and that's wild when you smell it because it smells like peaches and apricot, which is what osmanthus smells like. Osmanthus comes across like leather, peach, apricot in a combo, right? And that's what you're gonna get from Rouge. Rouge has Georgie wood, lily, magnolia, osmanthus, and ylang ylang. It is one of my favorite fragrances from Balmain. They have a line of about 7 or 8 perfumes, and to me, this is one of the highlights of that line. Easily beautiful, easily wearable. Very thick though. There's a sweet thickness to this scent that is shocking. The fact that there's no fruit in here also blows my mind. I have to just be honest. It shocks me. A few times when my coworker wears this perfume, one of my coworkers, she wears this religiously, and I always notice her. Man, very attractive, very sexy. This is the type of scent that I want to smell for sure. So wanted to put you on to this. I've mentioned this a couple of times on my channel, but Rouge by Balmain is a very beautiful, fruity hidden gem. If you love osmanthus, this is one of the better osmanthus fragrances to consider at the moment. Love the bottle, so cool. Striations, Balmain killed this. They really did a great job. Also, I gotta say, I really dig the line because nothing smells basic or commercial. Everything is a little bit on the particular side. It's fascinating. The next fragrance, Vanilla Embers Eau Sauvage. I talked about this before multiple times also, but I love this perfume. One of the better options in the store if you're looking for a vanilla. And hold on, guys. Yeah. So a very excellent vanilla. Pardon me about that. I had to make a quick text. But yeah, guys, one of the better vanillas under $200 at Bergdorf Goodman. This is a floral vanilla. Vanilla Embers, another very sexy, very edible smelling fragrance with cardamom, orange blossom, jasmine sambac, turmeric, sandalwood, and bourbon vanilla. Made by Pasquale Guérin. Beautiful fragrance with minimal longevity, not minimal, but average longevity, anywhere from, again, 6 to 7 hours. Projects very well, not over the top, all natural, no parabens, no sulfates, considered a clean beauty brand. Also there is for people who, let's say, have issues with let's say, headaches when they're wearing fragrances, or if they have sensitive skin. This is an excellent house. You could even spray these perfumes on young people, and I typically wouldn't spray perfume on anyone who isn't a teenager. And honestly, I feel like this fragrance could be easily worn by anyone. Anyone. Men, women. But there is a floral aspect. You have to be able to appreciate the orange blossom and the jasmine. But if you're looking for a vanilla with those ingredients, if you're looking for a vanilla that's floral, but not perfumey or not femme, this is a great, great vanilla. A little bit smoky, very beautiful. My gosh, I love the way this smells. And I love the price point also. I hate the sprayers though. The sprayer on this is a little bit womp, but I gotta tell you, the fragrance makes me not give a crap. That's how good this scent is, man. And I love the presentation. Everything just speaks to naturality. Oh So Vert is oh so good. And Vanilla Embers, and I know that was so corny, guys, forgive me. But damn, is that a great fragrance. And last but not least, guys, my final two, boom. So, Rouge Estral and Oud Stallion by Crivelli. Now, Crivelli recently launched in Bergdorf Goodman, and this brand has been absolutely destroying people's noses. I like the brand a lot. I have to say, when I first smelled them, I thought they were amazing. I was like, oh my God, these are so great. After smelling them again, I recognized that they're really, really good. A lot of the perfumes are well crafted and well done. I just feel like a lot of them are very, very commercial. And Tuberose Estral definitely is a commercial tuberose, done extremely, extremely well. Whoa. So Quinton Biche made this fragrance, and I think this is insane, guys. Like, this is one of the better tuberose perfumes I own. I love this perfume. It is so damn good. Another fragrance featuring osmanthus. Definitely this and Rouge have similarities, and when you smell them, you'll get that. But this fragrance really leans on the tuberose, whereas this one does not. And I really, really love the creaminess of this tuberose perfume. This is a very creamy tuberose. The only other tuberose perfume that I've smelled that's on this level of creamy is Love Tuberose by Amouage in a white bottle. Another very beautiful, creamy, vanillic tuberose. This tuberose does not have vanilla. Oh, yes, it does. Excuse that. There is vanilla in this, so no wonder they do remind me of each other. Man, cinnamon, leather, musk, vanilla, carrot seed, cistus, Indian tuberose, Chinese osmanthus. Man, Quinton Biche gets a lot of hate. And I understand it. People hate success. People hate successful people. That's just how it is, you know? People also don't like it when you're like that it thing and they don't get why. It's almost like, I need to knock you because you're not it to me. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how a lot of human nature can be. But Quinton Biche goes out of his way to be interesting. And I don't understand why people hate that in a world where fragrances have become more and more basic and more the samey, if you will. Like, a lot of fragrances smell like every other fragrance nowadays, and then you have a guy who comes out and wants to reinvent how things are experienced olfactively, and we are mad at that. People are just so fickle. It's one of the things I find very, very annoying about the fragrance community. Like, they ask for things, and when they get it, they don't like it, and I find that weird. It's like, it's like you want fragrances to be better, more thoughtful, and then when people do thoughtful fragrances, you're mad because of the person who did it, not even because of the scent. How do you hate a scent that, like, how do you hate this? How do you hate it? It's beautiful. Even if it's not for you, you could be able to appreciate what it's doing. It's a great, awesome experience of tuberose. Probably one of the problems with it is it's too strong. Like, this lasts for a very long time, but honestly, I didn't find it was that loud. You know, on my skin, it was like around 8 hours, you know, but I sprayed it on my hand where usually things rub off quicker. But yeah, I really like this fragrance. I think a lot of people are going to knock it though, but definitely women, I would say men and women, but especially ladies, if you wear this fragrance on a date, prepare yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Prepare yourself. Now this, Oud Stallion by Maison Crivelli. Crivelli, sick fragrance line. This is my favorite oud from the collection. This is a very, very sexy oud fragrance from Crivelli, guys. Leather, oud, saffron, Turkish rose, a dark, sexy, earthy rose, nutmeg, patchouli, roasted tonka bean, cedar, cardamom. This is a very nice masculine oud. Women can wear this, but men will absolutely kill it in this fragrance. This is, oh my gosh, I'm gonna just wear it. Yeah, I know, I'm overdoing it. I get it. I don't care. This is a very loud, strong fragrance. Also, the Stallion, definitely it focuses. The Stallion could also be a reference to the longevity and the and the vigorous nature of this fragrance. It does not go away easily. None of the oud fragrances from Crivelli are light. They're all very, very intense perfumes. I just think this is insane. Oud Maracuja is also beautiful, a very beautiful fruity oud. But I prefer the Moon over that. But I do like that. And I think that's an excellent oud fragrance also. But to me, Oud Stallion is the hidden gem of the oud collection at Crivelli. This is the one that I would easily gravitate toward before the others, for the simple fact that it's just really, really, really rugged. I could tell they did a great job with this. Jordi Fernandez created this fragrance for Maison Crivelli, and Jordi is a very, very awesome perfumer. His work is sick. Every time I smell, well, typically he does a great job. He did Oud Maracuja, he did Haultain. This and Haultain, similar worlds. He did Eros Energy, Blue Talisman, Oud Cadenza by Crivelli as well. He did The Hedonist. Man, the dude is just next level when it comes to, you know, quality fragrance making. So Jordi Fernandez is just, you know, he's on the roll right now. But yeah, wanted to share with you my favorite from Crivelli. They also have a really good neroli that I'm gonna go in on as the weather gets a little bit warmer. Their neroli is, I think, one of the better nerolis in Bergdorf Goodman at the moment. And I love a really good neroli. Neroli is one of my favorites. So yeah, Crivelli's neroli, we'll definitely be discussing that very, very soon. But yeah, guys, I wanted to share with you all some really sick fragrances that are next level, that are very, very high quality, that are very attractive for others to smell on you. And all of these, I think, would make sick considerations. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. My favorites, Outlands, amazing. Outlands is crazy. Just for the fun of it, for my taste, like what I would want to wear, Rose Exposed, sick fragrance. Lust, amazing fragrance. Oud Stallion, sick. After those, I would go 2150 Reverie, Doré, Blue, Bois, I was about to say Blue Talisman, Bois Talisman, Rouge, Vanilla Embers, Enjeu by Armani Prive, Lust and Paradise, and Tuberose. But yeah, guys, those, in my opinion, are some of the better options for date nights that won't allow you to smell like everybody else in that room with you. Let's see. What would you say is similar to Baby Cat? What would I say that is similar to Baby Cat, bro? Okay, so what is similar to Baby Cat? Vanilla Barca by Amouage, the oil. La La Love by Perfume Head is also a vanilla in that world of Baby Cat. Bois Talisman. Although Bois Talisman isn't as, like, I guess you could say, it isn't as resinous as Baby Cat is, But Bois Talisman is definitely a great option if you're looking for a scent in that world. It's not resinous, but it's very woody, like Baby Cat is. Another fragrance I think could be a great alternative to Baby Cat, Doré. A very beautiful fragrance also in that world of spicy vanillas. Not as resinous, but also in that world. So yeah, great fragrance though. I like Baby Cat I like Baby Cat also. Yes, Cheryl, I am a bit early. I had to get on early as I could. I tried Bois Talisman today and it smells good. Do you think Dior will realize the HP in the Prive line? Have a nice day from Sweden. Everett, what's going on, brother? I do not believe that will ever happen. I don't believe the original DHP will ever end up in the private collection. No, it's gone, guys. So sorry, but it's gone. We are out of luck. One of the best designer fragrances ever made, done. Niche Fan, you are the best fragrance professional in New York City. Wow, that is a huge compliment. Thank you so much for that, bro. I really appreciate you, Niche, and that's just awesome compliments. What do I think of D&G's Velvet Infusion? Let me see something. So Velvet Infusion is insane. A very beautiful scent. I love tea, so that's one of the main reasons why I had to remind myself. This just definitely came out late last year, and I loved it. I thought it was very well done. So your taste is no joke. Niche, your taste is no joke. I wish we had some of Dolce & Gabbana's fragrances at Bergdorf. What's going on, Jack? How you doing, bro? Hope you're good. And of course I do remember. What's up, the Ben? Oh no. And all the cheaper ones so I could expand my collection. Yes, that's hilarious. Chris Collins, Lust is deadly. Agreed. Love Tom Ford, so good. Yeah, guys, so Bois Talisman or Baby Cat? Ooh, that's tough. That's really tough. They both have this. They both have similar longevity. Ooh, that's tough, bro. I would say both. I would get Baby Cat and I would layer Bois Talisman with it. That's what I would do, basically. I think Baby Cat, if you like a more sweet vanilla, Bois Talisman if you like a more dry, less sweet vanilla. So it depends on your taste. But to be honest with you, I have to be honest, guys. Like, I would probably go with 2150 over Bois Talisman. I like Bois Talisman a lot, but in my opinion, 2150 is in a very similar world, and I kind of like it more. It's a little bit ashy though. It's a little bit more ashy, a little bit more smoky, a little bit more, yeah, this is like an ashy vanilla. Gotta say, I really like this. Both of them are excellent. So what would I do between Bois Talisman or Baby Cat? I probably would go with Baby Cat, but I would not knock Bois Talisman. I think Bois Talisman will make a lot of people very happy. But I probably would go with Baby Cat. To me, Baby Cat is a little bit more impactful when you walk into a room wearing it. But if you're someone who likes their fragrances to be a little bit less bold, Bois Talisman. Because it's very nice, guys. Like, it's really on point. But a lot of people are crapping on it, you know, and I don't get it. I do like this, though. the tobacco in this fragrance is really, really, really good. It adds a really cool smokiness. Yes, it is, Momo. It's called Doré. I love Doré. Doré is just very beautiful. Oof. Like, sometimes it's tough to know which vanilla I like more sometimes because I have so many vanilla fragrances. Vanilla I collect more than any other note in a perfume. I probably own about 40 or 50 vanilla fragrances alone. Maybe more. I love Doré though. Wow. This would take a little bit more thought. I have to be honest. Like if I were to say, out of the 3 vanillas that's on this table, which is well, 4 if you include vanilla Embers, it would be really tough to say which is my favorite. I probably would go with, wow, that's tough. I probably would go with Doré first. Doré would be my #1 vanilla on this table, followed by vanilla Embers. Followed by vanilla Embers. Number 3 between these two is a toss-up. It's hard to say because they're both kind of doing similar things. Will Baby Cat, oh, thank you for the comment. Will Baby Cat come back or is it discontinued? From what I know, it has not been discontinued. Do you find that out? Did you find that it was discontinued, Wade? If Baby Cat was discontinued, that would be shocking. That would be very, very shocking. Wow, these 2 vanillas literally are very, very close. Very, 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 very close in terms of how they do what they do on your skin. On my skin, they smell like brothers or sisters, like they're siblings. So, wow. I swear, guys, woody vanillas are the trend. Dry. I don't know. I have no idea. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're the king of New York. My gosh, Wade. High praise. Thank you so much for that compliment. No king here, but definitely from New York. But yeah, guys, it has been absolutely insane. Where are you all going for Valentine's Day? Are you taking your partner anywhere special? What fragrances are you going to be wearing on Valentine's Day, guys? Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious. Okay. My goodness. Yeah, I'm really, between these 2, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. They both smell great, but they also smell very, very alike. Who would have guessed Victoria Beckham has a scent that's very close to Dior? Like, who would have guessed? No one. Some people might look at that as a bad thing for Dior. I don't. Victoria Beckham's taste is next level. She really has great taste. Like, her fragrance brand doesn't smell like a celebrity brand, you know? Like, a lot of celebrity brands smell like Banana Republic perfume or Zara fragrances. Paris Hilton, you know what I mean? Billie Eilish, very drugstore adjacent, you know? But that's not the case with Miss Beckham. She kills it. She killed this. The whole line is on point. I love Victoria Beckham's perfumes. If you've never smelt them, you should definitely come to Bergdorf and give them a try. Wow, I think I might like this more. I think I would take Victoria Beckham's vanilla over Dior's vanilla, even though I do like Dior's vanilla. Oh, look at this, guys. The sun's coming out. Wow. Look at that. You barely can tell though. Anyway, so yeah, guys, it was absolutely a pleasure to chat with you all for a few seconds. Thank you so much for joining this live podcast, Talking Fragrances live in New York City at Bergdorf Goodman. And it was a pleasure to share with you some really awesome fragrances that I think should definitely be considered for those date nights, for those Valentine's days, when you want to make an amazing impression on someone special. These are very special fragrances that will allow you to do that. Now wait, I will get back to you. If I find out that Baby Cat was discontinued, I will let you know. But quick last minute news, Dior has definitely reformulated a few fragrances from this collection. Absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. I can't wait to get into which one, so we'll talk about that very soon. Anyway, guys, I'm Elaton the Scent God, the fragrance ambassador of Bergdorf Goodman. I need to also do a video about what I do, like what is a day in the life of a fragrance ambassador at Bergdorf Goodman, you know? Something I'll definitely will be working on, because I think it's an interesting job, an interesting concept. You know, I really, really enjoy what I do. I don't ever work. I love, love, love my job. Anyway, I love my career, I should say. 'Cause it's more than a job. But anyway, guys, thank you so much again for joining. I will chat with you next week. I look forward to seeing you all. Hopefully you'll come to BG and allow me to offer you an experience. And again, if I can do anything in terms of like offering you all samples or anything on that level, just let me know. It would be an honor to serve you all and to show you an experience. And you don't have to be here in New York for me to do that. Although you do have to be in the United States unless you have a friend or family member in the US that can ship overseas. 9/11. Anyway, America still has not moved past 9/11. Anyway, guys, thank you so much again. It is E, the Scent God, and this is Simply Put Scent. And I'm simply OUT, guys. Peace.